From an engineering perspective, if you understand a system, you can define that system in mathematical terms. And the beauty of that is, unlike text, unlike the printed word, the printed word by necessity can only introduce concepts sequentially. A mathematical equation can introduce concepts in parallel, simultaneously. And that's really the beauty of a mathematical equation. So if you understand a system, you can define it mathematically. And that's what I attempted to do. And at first it was sort of a novelty. I said, how would I go about doing this? And I wrote out some rudimentary equations, not intending that they be quantitative, that you can't assign numbers to conflict in the family business. But you can identify the components of conflict and their relationship with each other. And you can do that mathematically. So I started developing this approach. And at that time, I was encouraged to go into this field, actually by one of our former consultants. And as I started working with family, I would refer to this sort of framework that was developing for managing conflict. Over the years, I developed that framework, and then when Blair joined the company and became a partner, with her deep knowledge of dispute resolution, mediation, and conflict management, together we really refined that process and refined that equation. And it became the core methodology for all the work we do with families. Even families that do not present as having conflict, because it lays out the roadmap for development, for helping families manage and continue to manage, if they're doing it well already, conflict, which is the enemy. As we developed this and refined this mathematical approach, and again, it's a qualitative equation, not a quantitative equation, we started introducing it to clients. So at first it was sort of stealth. We would do that offline. We would have our interviews with clients, we'd review all the data, and then we would discuss what we learned through the lens of this equation. And it was so effective with clients. At some point, maybe 3 years ago, after we would do the initial assessment and the initial plan development with clients, we would then bring them into this process. And we would teach them how to manage conflict through this tool. And what we found was it resonated with them, it was transformative for them, and it really provided lasting benefit for them.